And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Costa Curta. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Keane. Nice looking ball. Shifted it to the flank. He's got away. Osimhen! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Costa Curta. Inter Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Barella. Ribery. De Ketelaere. Mkhitaryan. Chance here to counter. Osimhen running with the ball. Oh, delightful ball. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Barella aims beyond the defence. Ribery, a header! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Hernandez, and here's Rafael Leao. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Osimhen. Oh, that's a key interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Inzaghi. Chance! Goal! Milan! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Barella. No, that was never going to make it. And it's Mkhitaryan. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ribery. Over to the left. Hernandez. Tomori kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Barella. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mkhitaryan. Now, can they get him away? And this is Van Basten. Nicely spread. Good ball, good take. Cross into the box. Costa Curta can get it clear.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Bastoni gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Ambitious ball here. That's a decent clearance. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. To Ketelara. He is through here. Played into the box. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused...
And he shoots! Split-second reaction.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Schneider.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
De Ketelara. Schneider. Now it's Keane. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Barella. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Keane clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Tries a shot! Inter Milan have their third corner. Ribery attempts a clearance. Milan are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely aimed pass. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending it.
Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And it's made its way to him. Ribery. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Looking for a runner. Serginho. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Schneider. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Ribery. Can he get on the end of this? Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! Schneider. Mkhitaryan. And it's Schneider. That's been slipped through. He can get that clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Business. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a cracking ball. Keane. John, surely! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 4.
Inter Milan have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Osim takes a shot! Oh, what about that? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
Played into space out wide. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well played, well played. Barella, can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Time added on 4 minutes. And here's Osimhen. Mkhitaryan. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's hit it long. Inzaghi might just make this. Oh, well measured. Thinks about the shot. Osimhen! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Defeated, dejected, deflated. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Shifted it to the flank. And he's only too happy to take that back.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's picked out the run. Pass is just off target. Oh no, what has happened here? That has not gone well. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Barella. Schneider. Great ball if he can get there.
That's going in strongly.
Pavard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this. Tonali. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and...
He's got tall! Goal! Milan! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Costa Curta. It's played through for him. Climbs up big! Yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Plays it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that is expertly dealt with. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. This ended up in no man's land. It's a sharp pass. Schneider. Pass somewhat off target. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Out to the left it goes. That is good alertness. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Serginho. Damian. Fratesi. He's in a great position here. And a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's through here. Mignon can get it clear. Fratesi. Chance here to counter. Now it's Martinez. And he's got the beating of his man. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, he's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. Kvaratskhelia. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's picked his way through. Quick look, then up he goes! Could be danger here. In he goes again! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And here's Van Basten. And Martinez! Oh, another save. This possibly the last play of the half. That's going to go a long way. Costa Curta. Played in deep.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cannavaro proves too strong.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And it's Snyder. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Barella. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Distributed tidily. Now it's Chukwueze. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And this is Snyder. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's Van Basten. Bastoni wins the duel this time. Now he's off and running. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's shifting through the gears. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tries to get it clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And Martinez! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put...
Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinged towards the front line. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Serginho. It's a good run down the right. They get a throw in. Serginho. Crosses it into the area. And that's the keeper's ball. And here's Van Basten. And it's made its way to him. Tries a shot! Pavard gets good distance on it. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Serginho. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And here's Van Basten. And they're quick to get it back. And he lines up a cross. And the keeper has it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And this is Van Basten. Anguissa. Now that's well seen too. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pinches it off him. Batistuta. Nicely worked. Mignon clears it away.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And the pass is intercepted. Looking for a runner. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running. Real chance! And it's a goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
He rises! This time, surely! They've done it! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, talk about making the most of a momentary lapse in concentration. He was just that little bit quicker and smarter than everyone else around him.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a bere in modo responsabile. Chiunque si renda
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Driving on and making good progress. And he's onside!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Thuram. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Big chance! Goal! Milan! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Thuram, now can they get it back? He's found a way through. Oh, well played, well played. Schneider, Dybala. Hernandez. Serginho. And it's Schneider. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Aimed beyond the defence. Quarter of an hour played. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Too close for comfort. Inter Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Costa Curta. That's headed upfield. Looking to play him in. Batistuta. Oh, he's caught him in or out. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Dybala! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Schneider. And the pass is intercepted. Serginho. And he cuts out the supply. And that's going up front in a hurry. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Schneider. Pellegrini. Schneider. Now it's Dybala. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Fratesi. Now Costa Corta, not the most accurate pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. Costa Corta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Dybala. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Barella. Defending was strong and firm. That pass has been well intercepted. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Schneider into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And now they can clear their lines. Well, they've got it again. And this is Dybala.
There they go, hunting again.
It's run loose here. Now it's Thuram.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Always onto this. Great chance! Hernandez clears it away.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
Dybala,
minuti di recupero.
Bastoni calmly anticipates. Van Basten! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And the first 45 minutes are up. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Inter certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now that's well seen too. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. That has ended up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Barella. Schneider. Thuram is onto this.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Showing good feet. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Acerbi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just... And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
There's the Julio Cesar claims it, and the danger passes. Bastoni, Damian, Acerbi, and Bastoni, and it's Damian. Not the most... Oh, that is asking for trouble! And the keeper has it. Costa Curta. Fratesi. Inter Milan finding their passes. Serginho. Searching passes played there. Bastoni has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. No, not quite.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is as far as they're going to go. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, such a clever touch. It's a promising position. Fratesi. Thuram. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pass is just off target. Acerbi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Costa Curta. And it's Serginho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's an excellent interception.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Schneider is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. A whisker away from making it 4. Schneider threads one in. And he's searching through. It's a searching pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Van Basten. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And they're back on the ball again. Schneider. Now Costa Curta. Hernandez. Costa Curta. And Bremer. Now then, the ball's come loose. 2 minutes to be added on. Milan do have a chance to counter here. He's through here. Hernandez, face to face with the keeper. Fratesi. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Another episode of this age-old tale. Chance! And the ball's come... Oh, he's been caught on it here! He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
He's having a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Hernandez. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. Martinez. That's good play. Flashes it across. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, perfectly measured that. And Shevchenko! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's De Bruyne. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Van Basten. And he's found a way past. Barella. Now it's Shevchenko. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That's an imaginative pass. Dink through. He has found the way through. They've got to be quick to recover this. Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So oh, no question, that's a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Crossed into the middle. Serginho. Ambitious ball here. Look, chance, surely! There's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Barella wins the duel this time. That is a great pick out. And this is Shevchenko. He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. It's a throw-in. Pings it across. And the keeper has it. Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Shevchenko, and this is Adriano.
Een mooi argument.
Serginho. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Martinez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. There's the shot! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Cannavaro. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking to play him in. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella. They're urging him to shoot. He's having a shot! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bratesi. That pass isn't the best. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Serginho cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Van Basten. Pressure coming in from all directions. Nicely aimed pass. Well, that has not gone well. Fratesi. That'll be a throw-in. Adriano. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's in on goal. And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Great ball, and he's in here. Nakata. Can he get on the end of this? There's no flag. And this is Adriano. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the open. Hello! And that is high. Damian. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he was alert to it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well.
And the finish! It's in!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So is this the start of a comeback? That's tidy. Keane. Oh, this is a very good run. Played in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And it's Nakata. Barella. And this is Adriano. And he's searching through. He's going for goal! Barella, almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for options for movement. And this is Van Basten. Nakata. Nakata powering forward here. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And he's managed to get free. It's loose now and they want to get it back. This is their second corner of the game. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Pavard spots it and intercepts. Schneider, bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played into space. It's played through for him. Nakata proves just a little bit too strong. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. And this is De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And a chance! And that's off target. Barella picks it up from the goal kick. And it's Schneider.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pirlo. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's that. Inter Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. And here's the Ketelara. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super chance, surely! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Martinez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And reclaimed it in a trice. It's a mighty effort! It's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That's good play. The Ketelara proves just a little bit too strong. The Ketelara. Barella. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That's a good ball out wide. Baron. Now it's Del Piero, looking for the run, and he was quick to react. Barella. Barella, good driving run. Now it's the Ketelara. There's the delivery. That'll be a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. De Ketelara does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And the pass is intercepted. No way through. And this is Del Piero. Rijkaard gets across and deals with it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Barella. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Del Piero is behind this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
It's a threatening ball. And Hullet! Barella. Bastoni. Now it's to Ketelara. It's a really well-measured ball. To Ketelara. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Mateus. Almost half an hour in now. Bastoni has given away a free kick. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Knocks it into space. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. De Ketelara. Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Van Basten. Del Piero. Hullet. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Van Basten. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Aimed beyond the defence.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well timed, excellent interception. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Del Piero certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Di Lorenzo tries to pass it through. De Ketelara in acres of space out wide. Out for a throw. De Ketelara. And it's Barella. Played out wide. Bastoni.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
And
recupero.
again they run up against stubborn
That was
defending.
lovely, that.
Now it's Del Piero. And he cuts out the supply. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. It's a pretty loose pass. Baron. Van Basten receives it in a wide position. Oh no, this does not look good. Del Piero! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Now it's Martinez. That's an imaginative pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Di Lorenzo. Now it's De Ketelara.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Van Basten. Schneider. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that pass isn't the best. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Tries to play it through. Good take, and chance for a shot! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Big chance, must be! He's had a shot! There it is! And they've got their lead back. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Barella. Schneider is in a really good position out wide. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there. That's rather hopeful. And he was there to get a vital touch.
De Ketelaere really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great vision. That's an excellent interception. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He's had it taken off him. Del Piero. Taken back almost at once. Martinez. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in. Del Piero with the cross. Van Basten. Now it's Martinez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's a clever... Van Basten! Harmlessly behind.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. I think we're just about done here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's picked it up out wide, and it's played into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And shoots!
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
It'll be a throw-in. Martinez has created one goal already. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Up he goes! He's got a goal! Tying minutes and we're all square again. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. And the action has already restarted. To Ketelara. Totti. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Serginho. That has been cut short. To Ketelara. He's got away. Van Basten. It's a loose ball. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
And he's had it nicked away. Barella. And this is Van Basten. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Barella. And he's forced to go back. And here's Eto'o. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Barella. Serginho. Opts for safety. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 27, numero 17, Schneider, numero 6. Lasciano il campo per
Bastoni. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. And the shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Pele. Quality ball. And this is Luis Suarez. That is a crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Luis Suarez takes a shot! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Well, I'll add the word razor sharp to that, Peter.
And of course, and the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Pele. The pass has gone astray. Cafu. And it's Conte. Great defending, strong and determined. That's ruffled a few feathers. It's Pirlo! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Van Basten might just make this. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is a great pick out. And it's Sneijder. Pele. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Oh, that's well spotted. Pele. And this is Luis Suarez. Neither side yet able to find the net. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Lam, looking for options for movement. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Conte. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that pass isn't the best. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And it's Luis Suarez. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, just decent chance! Goal, Brazil! There is the breakthrough! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Messi. Lam aims beyond the defence. That's an excellent interception. Kukçu.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Brazil looking to pass their way through. Schneider. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver.
Great chance! He's scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
After 42 minutes is...
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Can he finish? In he goes again. Good strike, quite an alarm. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
There will be one minute added time.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rijkaard is offering a wry smile there.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please make sure to watch
Any
the
strong
screen
opinions
for
on the
an
first half?
information bulletin
I think the
from
manager
regional police
should be pretty
department.
happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're into the second 45.
Ein neuer Argument.
Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Pelé. He's found a way through. Cafu defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Vinicius. Vinicius Junior! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Kukcu. Schneider. Oh, face. Applies the finish! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Cruyff. Kukcu. Pedri. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Goes for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Brazil have their second corner now. Schneider. And now they can spring out of defence. Opts for safety, and the keeper's got it again. Serginho. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's Schneider! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Harmlessly behind.
Van Basten clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And back to the keeper. Conte. Now he's off and running. Rijkaard. Now it's Luis Suarez, and that interception was most necessary. And he's got the... He's one-on-one! He's had a shot! Goal! Brazil! And they're back in front! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing.
Vinicius Junior!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Pedri. Pedri! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Beckenbauer. And here's Kokchu. Conte. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Pedri. Conte. Kokchu stood his ground strongly. Looking for the run. Hit into the middle. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Pete...
Tries a shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Brazil go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway.
Barella stood his ground strongly.
Barella. And here's Azar. Real chance! Has another go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. That is a brilliant interception. Nicely aimed pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Pull it. And it's Bale. Now it's Eto'o. And this is Azar. And he's certainly onside here. He's shifting through the gears here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Serginho. Played out to the left flank. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Barella. Eto'o! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Barella. Can he get on the end of this? And that's aimed in. He gets big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Well, that pass isn't the best. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Shot, surely! Vardiol can get it clear. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rijkaard. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now it's Azar. Pull it. Azar. Kagawa. And it's Van Basten. And here's Vinicius Junior. Raul. Raul plays... Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And he's intervened well there. Conte. Kagawa. Oh, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And that was nowhere near his best. Van Basten looking to penetrate opposition lines. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Basten. And here's Raul. Oh, sweet feet. And that is expertly dealt with. Costa Curta. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Hullet. A probing pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Maldini. And it's Rijkaard.
Ci sarà un minuto di
And here's
recupero.
Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball. Conte. Not the most accurate pass. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Hazard, played in with purpose. And that's really well manoeuvred. Kokchu. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Good strong hand by the keeper. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Hazard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hangs in a cross. Van Basten! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because...
And the finish! sticks it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He rises! And yes, it's there! And they're back in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hazard plays it short. Crosses it in here. Oh, well played, well played. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bale. Just the goalkeeper to beat. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible out. Bullet! They've got to be quick to recover this. 60 minutes played. And it's Hullet. Hazard.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Kukçu. Played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Belletti. Played into space. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Bale. It's played through for him. Hazard! It's anyone's ball now. Played in. Cleared without hesitation. Kukçu. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Baresi makes the interception. Hullet has found the net here, of course. Barella powering forward here. Kukçu. Distributed tidily. Wits! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17. Hazard.
Intercepts the throw. That's
Numero
well read.
15. Numero 9.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Bale. Lasciano il campo per il numero 80.
Now that's a lovely
Ronaldinho.
exchange.
Il numero 11.
Bellingham with the delivery.
Il numero 20. Messi.
Kaka.
Il numero 19. Il numero 14.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Attenzione,
Oh,
una
good read.
sostituzione.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's Van Basten! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Beckenbauer. And the keeper's given it away. Beckenbauer goes back to front. The final 5 minutes.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, that's well spotted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Il quarto uomo indica
They want to be
4
quick here.
minuti di
It's
recupero.
breakaway time.
Look at the space here. In by Messi.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Pedri. Van Basten. Deep into stoppage time. And the through ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Barella can so cleverly bypass the press. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well-timed, excellent interception. And he plays one through. Oh, what a ball! Look, Hazard! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured.
And Owen! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Cannavaro with the clearance. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Owen. Drives it in.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Beckenbauer. Cafu. Raul. That has not gone well. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Oh, it's a great ball here. Great vision. And this is Owen. De Jong.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Tries to play it through. And he whips it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Kante does really well to win the ball there. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Van Basten. Park Ji-sung.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Played out towards the right wing. Van Basten. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed.
It's Raul! Oh, that was no routine save.
Raul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Wirtz, great defending, strong and determined. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Owen. Now it's Guti. Threads one in, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Back into the middle, and he's made sure that's not getting through. He's shifting through the gears here. Vitz, now it's Owen.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big header! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Played into space out wide. Played into space out wide. Well, there's the clearance. Azar. Now he's got space here. And this is Batistuta. He's found a way through.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Can he get it through? And he's in on shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Vitz. And this is Owen. Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Vitz, and it's Kukcu.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Forlan looking to run onto it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Azar. Chance, surely! It's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas.
Forlan!
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Played back in. That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier path.
Goes for a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Here comes the cross. Pickford deals with that nice and simple. Conte, that's good vision. Oh, that's neat. Flings in a... climbs up big! Van Basten! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Raul. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's lost his man here. Owen, there he goes, motoring forward.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
De Jong. And this is just the goalkeeper to beat.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Van Basten. Oh, it's Van Basten.
Oh, he's burst through. He's through and all alone.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Wirtz.
Just about within shooting range.
This is the time you need that pace.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Park Ji-sung. Raul. Forlan. It's Forlan! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Forlan demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Takes a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Van Basten.
This looks promising.
Petri with the cross.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pass is just off target.
Timber is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Owen. Cannavaro robs him of possession. So just one extra minute for stoppages. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Kagawa does really well there, he is strong. And he's forced to go back. Serginho going full tilt down the left. Bale short changes him with that pass. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Opts for safety. Serginho. Now that looks a decent ball. Raul has it in a wide position. Flings in across. Up he goes! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Kagawa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! In by Kagawa. Thuram goes direct. Played out to the left flank. Neymar does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? Delivered with swing. Galatasaray applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
He has found the way through. He gets big. No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that's delightful. Seedorf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Conte. Beckenbauer. Busquets goes steaming forward. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. This looks promising. Schneider. Serginho. Kagawa. Aimed beyond the defence. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Raul. Raul going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Owen. Looking to play him in. Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho. Raul. Conte. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Owen. He has a look up. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bale is fouled. And that's going to be a booking. Now it's Ronaldinho. That is very well defended. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
And now, to all members of the
Leading
crowd,
a cagey
I'd
game
like
here.
to ask you to
It's had its
join me in
moments,
wishing
and it's
our
1-0
birthday
at the
boy
break.
a very special birthday.
And the game has
Substitution.
already resumed here. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Kökçü. Kökçü! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Thuram. The message is clear, none shall pass. Pedri. Decent chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Spread out to the left. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That has been cut short. Now it's Owen. No way through. That has not gone well. Kagawa. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Pedri. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Pelé. Neymar powering forward here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in...
He's tried one! Seedorf. Now it's Bale.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Kagawa. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Busquets. Now it's Pelé. Oh, he's burst through. Well read, nice interception. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's on his way! Might be danger here. And set off! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kagawa. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mbappe. Busquets. And Neymar. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Kokchu. Kagawa looking to run. He's having a hit! Serginho. And it's Pedri. That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's a sharp pass. Ronaldinho. Neymar. Crosses it in. He rises! Goal! Galatasaray are back in business. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Galatasaray grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedri. Conte. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Owen. He shifted it to the flank. Pedri with the cross. And he's following up! And again! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow too.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into space. He's in space and looking for options. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Quality ball. And it's Hazard. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as...
Snyder! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Costa Curta. Snyder. Raul. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. That is a brilliant interception. Kagawa. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an...
Roll! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And it's Snyder. Snyder with the cross. Oh, well played. Hazard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Still goalless at the moment. Serginho. Raul. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Raul.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mbappe. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And we have our very first corner. Roll! And it's Conte. Conte touches it back. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Beckenbauer. And it's Serginho. And Serginho. Raul. Kagawa. Tries to play it through. Raul. And here's Kagawa. Ah, that's a fine interception. Schneider. And here's Van Basten. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That's a half-decent try.
Sneijder is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good-looking ball.
And it's Sneijder.
Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Great chance! Has a look up and drives it forward.
Raul.
And he welcomes it in.
Now Mbappe.
Decent chance! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash.
That's good vision. And the shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't.
And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And the game has already resumed here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, delightful ball. Goes for a shot! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's being urged to shoot. In by Kagawa.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Raul, played back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. And they can counter here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Tries to pass it through.
Aims beyond the defence.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
Van Basten.
Under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Raul.
And it's Kagawa. Raul in acres of space out wide. Corner number 2 then. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Szoboszlai charging forward down that flank. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Picked out brilliantly, and the shot! Oh, taken with style! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's got away. Baresi calmly anticipates. Inter Milan finding their passes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kirkchu. Played out towards the right wing. Wirtz. Wirtz!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Tries a shot! That's a real chance missed.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, that's a key interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't...
Wirtz! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, should have put that away.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21.
So, third corner of the game.
Sostituito con il numero 18.
Cleared away. Oh, it's come loose. Batistuta getting this one clear. Belletti. And it's Wirtz. And it's Conte. They'll have one final crack at it. Kukcu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Looking here to chip it through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And he's managed to get free. And the number on the board is 3. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Belletti. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And the Vinicius Junior! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Haaland.
There's no respite if you're...
Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish? Oh, what has happened here? And he's there to get it away. Out again for a throw-in. Schneider.
Van Basten.
Nicely shaped ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Real chance!
And that could well leave a mark. That's Caceres.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. This looks promising. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. First quarter of an hour gone. Looking for the run. And he's onside. Nice control. And it's Kagawa. Great ball, and he's in here. Up he goes! It's there! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Kagawa. And it's Kagawa. Plays it through. Played into space out wide. Corner. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Played back in. Schneider. Looking for options for movement. Takes a shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Ambitious ball here. This might spell danger. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Timber gets over and intercepts. Serginho. Guti. Conte. Played out to the right. Now it's Kagawa. Kunde gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the... And Sonny! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Mendes cuts out the pass. Modric.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Modric did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Schneider, out to the left it goes. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has been indicated.
Threads one in. Vinicius Junior.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Backward it goes. Out towards the flank. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement.
With
A
the owner
two-goal
of a
margin,
blue
yes,
car parked
but
outside
all
the
things
stadium
still
gate,
possible.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away. Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Here we go again.
Number 17.
Defending was strong and firm.
Number 11. Guti. Coming on the field.
He's found a way through.
Number 19. Kukcu.
Now it's Wirtz. Pedri.
Wirtz. Number
Last-ditch
22.
defending, but that'll do.
Pedri.
Corner number 2 then. Chance! And he's had it nicked away. And here's Pedri. Pedri is flagged offside. Probing pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Galatasaray appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Timber. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Cafu. Now Timber. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper, Pickford, the great organiser of defence. And it's Serginho. It's Pedri. Serginho. Beckenbauer. And it's Serginho. Ball played for Kukcu. Ball is over the line. And he's managed to gift it back. Brilliantly cut out. Wirtz. Vinicius Junior. And he cuts out the supply. Wirtz. Van Basten. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kupchu.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, no joy this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shoots! It's there! An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Substitutions taking place.
Galatasaray choosing to make the first change. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Plays it across. That's a decent clearance. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's bustling through here. A lot of space ahead of him. Chance!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Van Basten.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Great vision. And the shot! He scored! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get it through? Beckenbauer makes the interception. Pedri. Vinicius Junior.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Lacking in accuracy. And the number on the board is 3. Beckenbauer. Conte. Kupchu is the team's great visionary. Now it's Pedri. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Quick reminder today,
Van
please have your
Basten,
entry
Claiming
ticket.
the man. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And that gets things running. Raul.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were... Right card!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
It's a mighty effort! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Schneider. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's good play from him.
Great ball, and he's in here. Xavi. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination...
And Messi! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
There could be trouble here. Chance, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Raul.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Szoboszlai. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kagawa plays a sharp little ball here. David Villa. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
David Villa. Real chance! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And no, that was never going to make it. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Raul. Pull it. Now it's Villa. Schneider. Kagawa. Raul.
Oh, facing up.
Rijkaard with a definite foul there.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And straight into the wall. That's rather hopeful. Good hit, kept the keeper honest.
Michael. And it's Xavi.
Over to the left.
Now it's Neymar. And it's Lampard. Pull it.
Does have his name on the score sheet, of course. So what can they make of this? Schneider. And here's Van Basten. Raul.
That is a brilliant interception. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Pull it. Well timed, excellent interception.
Kagawa puts his foot on the gas.
And it's Schneider. Lampard. Pull it.
Messi. Big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries to get it clear. And here's Xavi. And now a sudden chance to counter. Maicon demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Xavi. Passes coming off in quick succession. David Villa! Well, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
Serginho. Szoboszlai.
And it's half-time here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either.
Bullish header! Neymar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Serginho. And it's Kukçu.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now it's Pedri. He is through here. It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He's through here. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Now it's Villa. Now it's Lampard. Spread it left. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has found the way through. He's found some space. And that is expertly dealt with. That has not gone well.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113
Promising
spettatori.
build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. And he's in on goal! A corner it is then. Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. And that has put paid to that. Oh, important interception. Conte. Kukçu. Kagawa. Serginho. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, nice touch. Played in deep. It's a goal kick. Costa Curta. David Villa is onto this. Beckenbauer. Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Kagawa. Ball played for Kukçu. He's going to be disappointed with that. Distributed tidily. Kukçu. Van Basten. There's the shot! Sticks it away! Right back in the game!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Kagawa. Now it's Kukçu. Ball's played through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played out to the left flank. And the pass is intercepted. Pedri is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's going to be a booking. Ah, he's given it away. He's got away. Vinicius Junior. Chance! Deftly away.
Pass somewhat off target.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
And it's Lampard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have got...
Decent chance! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
In by Kagawa.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Vinicius Junior
Has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
pull it. Now this could be a chance. That's good play. And that's a dangerous chance for a shot. Oh yes, it's there. Late in the day, this could well be it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Kagawa. That's at the end. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.